So today it's not about the horse, it's about the human. What do we do and how do we do it? G'day, Tony Lander here. I just finished a super session with the black, talking quite a lot about the human traits, not just the horse traits, because the human traits are absolutely important. If we don't improve ourselves, how can we improve the horse? And it is not the horse's fault, it's never the horse's fault, it's ours. So I talk about traits like us being calm. Of course, we've got to be courageous before that, but calm, and then focus for what we want to do and where we want the horse to go and how we want them to go, and the awareness then of where we are and where the horse is and where the stick is and where the rope is, where the rest of the arena is. This awareness is something that needs to be built over time, and if you don't have it, then you can get in all sorts of trouble with the horse because you don't give him the right indication, you don't give him the right directions, and you can get caught up. And then if you're maybe not as so handy with the tools, this is also another point where danger can come in, and especially with the young horse, big horse, strong horse, it can be a problem. So you've got to try and get this stuff sorted out. And then on top of that is feeling, and I really talk about feeling as empathy for the horse, because this young horse, he's been taken away from home 2 weeks ago, he's gone to 2 homes now, he's in the second one, and you know, it's pretty traumatic for a young horse at this stage. So we have to have empathy for him while he's in this learning process and getting going. And then above this is the timing, that is timing when to help and when to stay back and let him work it out. And you'll see some of that, I talk about it in the video. It's really an important part of the whole process and the progress with the horse. And then on top of that is the balance. That is balance, knowing that you should step in and help, or knowing that you are better to stay back and let him work it out. And this is the main traits. There's more traits in humans, but these are the main ones that I'm showing in this video. So I hope you enjoy it and get something out of it, and enjoy the progress with the black. Catch you later.
Hey Tony, can you tell us a little bit about your plan for today?
Sure I can. My plan today is to see how the black is when I collect him with the halter, see if there's compliant involved, because I know he's already courageous with the halter, but it would be nice if he started to lower his head a little bit and bend a little bit for me to put the halter on. So we wait for him to come along a little bit, and hopefully he comes to me and not to Francie. Yeah, we did good, huh? Pretty good. So he wants to bite already, the halter. Can't do much about this right now, but it would be good if I could get it back. Thanks. So if we can get him to come down a little bit without actually biting my elbow would be nice. Don't walk forward, please. And it's quite difficult at this point because right now we're just starting. It's right at the beginning of the session. He's busy and he hasn't seen us all day apart from a couple of feeds. But you know, it's like I can't go too hard on him here because he's young. I can't say that forever, but right now he is. And if I start pushing too much right here, then it ends up that he's just not going to be happy to see us at all. So we'll get this out of there, put a little bit more effort in to say, bring your head down would be nice, and scoop up the nose sooner. So there's a little bit of technique involved, and as the human in the process, I really need to be aware of what's going on. I need to have a focus, and before that, of course, I need to remain calm. Even though he just stood on my toe, there's no point getting upset and emotional about him doing this right now. It's just the way it is. I have to be focused in what I want to get done. I have to be aware of what he's doing, where I am, where all my hands are, where my ropes are, where the halter is, and if he pushes on me, I might go up the phase a little bit and say, hey, I'm only 70 kilos, yeah? Or a bit over 70. But the thing is, he's probably, I don't know, 550, 600 kilos or something. It's not fair that he can just push his head, and his head probably weighs 50 kilos. If it's swinging, this can knock me out for sure. So I have to be really aware of what's happening and say to him, hey, you keep your space a little bit. And like I've got an open hand, or even if I make a fist, it's not about getting emotional and punching the hell out of him, but it's saying to him, hey, this is like a hoof that's going to hit you, don't come into my space. And this is really important, especially with these big horses and young big horses, and then the stallion on top. See, he pushed again on me. So I say, don't do this. And I want him to step across. I don't want him just to stop coming to me. I actually want him to step away when I do this. It's really important that I can get this through to him that he has to do this. He needs to give me space, and if I say put energy on him to get off me, he needs to get off. This is about compliant, and that's all it is, compliant, that he follows my direction or request in the direction that I ask him to go, like here. And now it's like allowing him to play a little bit. I mean, with a young child, you don't just sit them down and say, hey, you better do your calculus at 3 years old. You can't do this. You have to let them experiment a bit. So he can experiment with the rope. If it's not my hand, this is good. If it's not my leg, this is good. And he can get a bit of a fiddle and a bit of a play. And at the same time, I look at it that he's getting some courageous built with the rope bouncing around and coming backwards and forwards and having something in his mouth, and because eventually I want to put a bit in there probably one day. So if he's happy to do this, this is also okay. And again, this is part of going up the human traits after calm and focused and awareness. Then there comes feel, and the feel that I talk about really is a lot to do with the empathy, having empathy for the horse in his learning experience. And this is part of that, allowing him to experiment, check it out, but not push on me. And then above that comes the timing. The timing is when to step in and help, and when to step away and let him work it out. So this is one of those times to just let him fiddle and see what happens. And he wants to come and see me again, so I say, no, please, step back again. And if I have to, I go up the phase, +1 we call it for the compliant, +1. I get closer and I go up and even add another phase on top and touch him. He doesn't really react so much when I touch him with the rope, but now he's gone, oh, this has just changed a little bit in the brain. So he became a little bit more compliant instead of just fussing about and being sidetracked and pushy and everything else. Now he's got distracted over here, and he'll probably step forward again, because as soon as they come back from distraction, usually there's a step forward. We ask him back again. So now he's gone back sidetracked to the rope again, doing his thing. So we'll start to move on a little bit. I'll grab the stick. I'm pretty sure he'll follow me. This is one thing that he can do pretty good, and then stop. So I get bigger, come up into my body energy that says move it, because I actually want him to take another step back again, not just stop when I stop. For me, it's really important that we ingrain the backwards whenever I want, so that he can stay off me, I can stay safe. And for instance, if we walk through a gate, then he's following. He's got the idea that he shouldn't really run over me. This will be nice eventually, much more comfortable. Okay, so we check out some friendly energy with the string. He moved back. This is okay. It doesn't matter that he moves a little bit. It's all good. Again, that's part of that empathy part. Have empathy for him that this is only the second time that the string has been used on his back, so not too bad. He's obviously enjoying something anyway. Showing us his wares. Eh? Oh, his face got run into the stick. How did that happen? So I can even see if I can build up a bit of energy here and see if he can handle it. Might just move out of his toilet spot. So again here, he didn't come with me directly, but I just keep sliding back because I've got the long rope. I can slide back on the rope until he sees me, pays attention, becomes attentive, and then he can follow me. So here, again, if he moves, this is all okay. So there's a feel on the rope because he thinks about going, and if I can, I want to just remain steady. I can get myself into a bit more of a power position with my legs, so he can feel the halter then on his head, on his pole, and feel like that it's not so comfy, but it's not painful. But if he finds out that he comes forward with this, he can get rid of the energy off the string and off the halter, not sideways. Sideways is not what I want. So he's trying to work out, how can he get this string to stop doing what it's doing? I think that's going through his mind anyway. So again, there was a step forward. I release the feel on the rope, I stop the string, and I relax my body. This is a bit on the timing part as well. Timing is when I put the energy on, when I take the energy off, but it's also about when I step in and help him, or whether I take my timing to say, you work it out a bit longer. If he really gets lost, looking like he doesn't understand, then I might step in a little earlier. But I really want him to find out how to do this. I want him to think about, process, and decide how he can get the energy to go. Then over time, we get to do it longer and bigger energy. So I'm friendly again. My body energy is friendly, it's relaxed. So it's not saying move. If he has to move then, and he goes in that direction, I tend to put the energy just in front of him, so to slow him down and stop him. So again, he walked forward again. So I release the rope, stop the string, let him know that forward is good. But of course from here he could then decide that his forward is really important, so he comes and stands on me. So then there would be a balance between stepping in again and saying, no, this is not really what I wanted. So it's balancing how much I tell him, how much I ask him, and how much I allow him to do what he's doing. So of course I want him to understand he comes off the halter, gets the feel relaxed, he gets the energy down, but then I want to balance up and say, hey, this doesn't mean that you can step on top of me. So again I get bigger and say, just back like that. So we'll just give him a short break.
Hey, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, hit the subscribe button and also the like button on this video. This will give me more chance to know what you like. And if you're really feeling good, put down a comment for me. Let me know what's good, what's not good, and what you'd like to see. I'd love to read it, and then I can do more, better videos for you.